Hi there friends, Salam Doston, my name is Hussein and my brother's name is Hassan, he's filming this video. Welcome back to Learning Tajik with Achilovs, where we teach Tajik. So in this video we'll talk about the time-related vocabulary words. This is the second part, and last week we were talking about some other words related to time, like yesterday, tomorrow, and so on. If you haven't watched that, you can find the link to that video in the description down below. Okay, first, the day before yesterday. If you remember, yesterday we say dina, and if you want to say the day before yesterday, it's a bit different. We say parerӯз, parerӯz. There is r and parerӯz, okay? So sometimes people say du rӯz pesh, which means 2 days ago. So du rӯz pesh. It's okay, you can use both of them, parerӯz or du rӯz pesh. Okay, next, the day after tomorrow. So if you remember, tomorrow is fado or pagoh. So the day after tomorrow we say pas fardo together, pas fardo, or pagohi digar, like the next day after tomorrow. So pas fardo and pagohi digar. And there is another way that we use in the north part of Tajikistan. We say bas fado. So instead of P, we say, instead of P, we say B, bas fardo. So it's okay, you can use, if you are in the north part of Tajikistan, you can say bas fardo or pagohi digar, people will understand you. Next, week. Week, we say ҳафта. And 7 days of the week will be ҳафт рӯзи ҳафта. ҳафта is a week. Okay, next, weekdays. Weekdays, we say ҳафтаи кори. Kor, the word kor means work. So ҳафтаи кори, weekdays, the days when we work from Monday to Friday. Рӯзҳои кори. And at the end, we have the E zada, stressed E, long E. ҳафтаи кори. Next one, weekdays, our favorite. So weekdays, we say рӯзҳои истироҳат. Истироҳат means like having a good time, day off, istirohat. So rӯзҳои истироҳат. All right, next is month. Month in Tajik we say moh. Moh. At the end we have the letter he. It's like when you breathe out, it's like that. So moh. Moh, it's month. All right, next is quarter. Quarter in Tajik we say kvartal or kvartal. People use different ways, kvartal or kvartal. It's actually from Russian. And there is another word. It's semoha. Semoha. And I asked my father, he's an accountant, and he said they use this word, semoha. So if it's a first quarter, they say semohe yakum. Semoha is 3 months together, semoh. So semohe yakum is the first quarter, from for example, January to March. 3 months, semoha. And there's another word also, choriaki sol. Choriak is a quarter, choriak. So choriaki sol, semoha, kvartal, they mean the same. Half a year. Half a year in Tajik we say nim sol. Nim means half, okay? So half a year, 6 months, we say nim sol. Year, as you know, we say sol. Sol, S-O-L, sol. Alright, now let's learn how to say next month or next week, next year. So next will be, for example, next week will be ҳафтаи оянда or ҳафтаи дигар, like different. So ҳафтаи оянда or ҳафтаи дигар. So you can use the same thing like for year and the months. So next week, next month, next year will be ҳафтаи оянда, mohi oyanda, soli oyanda. The same with the last week. So if you want to say last week, we say ҳафтаи гузашта, like past. ҳафтаи гузашта. Last month, mohi guzashta. And last year, soli guzashta. Soli guzashta. All right, the next one is a huge one. Century. Century in Tajik we say asr. Asr, okay? So if you want to say 21st century, it will be asri bistuyak. Asri bistuyak or asri bistuyakum if it's the ordinal number. Asri bistuyakum. Alright, next one is BCE, before the Common Era, also known as BC, before Christ. So we say pesh az milot. Pesh az means like before. Pesh az milot, okay? Pesh az milot. And CE, Common Era, or also known as AD, we say milodi, milodi, okay? So pesh az milot, BCE, before the Common Era, and Common Era, we say milodi. Now let's review all of the words and phrases we've learned so far. So, the day before yesterday, парерӯз, парерӯз. The day after tomorrow, пасфардо, or пагоҳи дигар, week, ҳафта. Weekdays, рӯзҳои корӣ, рӯзҳои корӣ. Weekends, рӯзҳои истироҳат. Month, моҳ, моҳ. Quarter, квартал, семоҳа, or чоряки сол. Half a year, ним сол, ним сол. Year, сол. Last week, month, year. ҳафтаи моҳи соли гузашта. Next week, month, year. ҳафтаи моҳи соли оянда, or дигар. Century, asr, asr. BCE, before the Common Era. Pesh az milot, pesh az milot. CE, Common Era. Milodi, milodi. Alright, now let's look at some sentences. So, if you want to say, my birthday is in half a year, my birthday is in half a year, in Tajik, you should say, Zodrӯзи ман баъд аз ним сол. Zodrӯзи ман баъд аз ним сол. Or in the north part of Tajikistan, in Khojan, for example, we say badi, not badas, like after. We say badi. So it would sound something like Zodrӯзи ман баъди ним сол. So you see, it's a bit different. Badi, not badas. Next, how was your weekend, Mansoor? How was your weekend, Mansoor? Mansoor is a male name, our friend's name, his name is Mansoor. So in Tajik we say Rӯзи истироҳатат чӣ хел гузашт? Rӯзи истироҳатат чӣ хел гузашт, Mansoor? Or if it's someone older than you, or you are not that familiar, I mean you are not that close with each other, you say шумо, right? Шумо, too, if you remember. So Rӯзи истироҳататон. So not истироҳатат, but истироҳататон. Rӯзи истироҳататон чӣ хел гузашт, Mansoor? So too will be Rӯзи истироҳатат, шумо Rӯзи истироҳататон. Okay, and the last one. See you next week. So it's a sentence. See you next week will be to ҳафтаи оянда. So to ҳафтаи оянда. Okay? Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you want to review the previous class, you can find it in the description. And next week we'll talk about how to tell the time in Tajik. So stay tuned. See you next week. To ҳафтаи оянда. Bye bye.